signs. This is Tanya of Harmonia, and welcome to your March 2024 Tarot forecast. Reminder that even though I'm pulling in March energy, really these readings are timeless. So when you feel guided to listen to this message may be for you. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. And let's get started. The extended readings for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio will be available at Harmonia Friends, and you can become a member simply just by going to my website. All right, let's see what the Thoth deck has for you, water signs. For those of you interested in this deck, I have a workshop coming up on March 23rd. Would love to see you there. It is a tarot and shadow workshop. But if you have some blockages that you want to go through and have an introduction to this lifelong study of this deck, then go check it out, Harmonia Friends. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, who are my water signs? Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Who are they right now? Ace of Swords. The Sword of Truth. Well, water signs, sometimes the truth can hurt, but there is definitely power holding this sword. And I feel like this is the sword of being, well, extremely authentic and cutting sometimes. And there are pros and cons to this cutting energy. Sometimes our words can cut others. Other times what people have to say to us can cut us. But this is the moment of truth. I just keep hearing for you. It is the moment of truth. Who you are, who is authentic. Can you remain authentic? Can you remain authentic in what you say and speak and do? Let's see what the After Tarot has to say here. We're going to see what the challenges, water signs of the past are. Now, the past is coming up here again this month. It doesn't have to be last month, okay? This could be even from when you were a kid. Because it's a challenge. It's something here that's brought up again for you to clear. So it may not be as fresh of a memory for some of you. So just pay attention. I never do reversals using a Rider-Waite-Smith deck system for initial story play. So here we go. We have the World. Well, the last major arcana. The Eight of Wands. What is coming after you, huh? Ooh. So I feel like the challenges of the past for these particular set of collective water signs here who may resonate with this is that just as you thought you received it, just as you thought you had it, I had it in my hands. I had it all. My water signs are like, I've had it all at one point. But anytime I get that moment of ecstasy of I finally can be in this moment of present happiness, there's some kind of action here that comes harpooning in. And usually it's news, but I feel like there are severe actions of the past that have, well, ended up imploding. Well, I thought that person was my forever person. I thought that job was my forever job. I thought, I don't know. I almost feel like even if this is a family member here, water signs, it's like there's a present happiness with them, feeling complete and whole. And it's like all of a sudden, as soon as somebody speaks, as soon as someone speaks their truth or stays authentic, maybe it's in your discernment, maybe it is in your boundaries, but when you remain authentic, this is when this shit hits, because not everybody with you is authentic. So even the reality of that person or that situation or that opportunity does die with you, because that reality does not exist. And I feel that there's something in this energy here this month that is going to test this theory again. Some of you, it's just to be honest and not bite your tongue. Others of you, it's the opposite of that. It's like remaining in your truth and cutting things out. Let's get ready here to shuffle the other cards. All right, water signs. Just wrote the title down, which is Staying in Your Authentic Truth here. Okay, we're going to see how this plays out for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We're using the Enchanted Dream deck. Reversals are now up. And like I said, the extended for this is going to be right at Harmonia Friends. And there is a free trial. So yes, you can get this reading for free and the entire vault for 7 days if you choose to become a member. Here we go. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pisces is first, and happy birthday out there to the Pisces. Pisces, let's see what we got here for you. Well, the 9 of Pentacles. This is an incredibly solid card when it comes to opportunities, feeling good. If this is how your month of March is going to be, that's going to be incredible. But I also hear you, please do not disturb my peace. And I feel like that's going to be the title here for you, Pisces, is please do not disturb my peace. Because this is something you have worked really hard for, but now you have some security. The 8 of Pentacles is all about the focus. The 9 of Pentacles here is about, well, this is kind of like the minor arcana of the Empress card. It can be read in many different ways. Some people see this as like an inheritance. But this woman's pretty chill, right? And there's something here about being in your authentic truth here. And a peacock doesn't always have to show their feathers, and peacocks may be something significant to you, but they don't always have to show their feathers in a flare, right? Until they're got their mate there, maybe at that point they want to show. And I feel like you're not being very showy. There's something about your level here of worth. And I feel that there is something coming at you where you are going to be tested. Can I remain in my truth if this tries to get disturbed? And I feel like you got a big do not disturb Pisces this month. I'm pretty cool in the energy that I'm at. There's a security here for you, but it may, something here is going to disturb your peace. Okay. I mean, if the tower is coming up here as a challenge from the past, it almost feels like, can you let something remain dead so that you can remain in a peaceful state of this security? Because this is what you're working on, your independence, your 10 of Pentacles, or at least towards it. All right, let's see what's going on for Cancer. Cancer is up. All right, let's see what's going on for Cancer. Cancer. Ooh, the Fool, Aquarius energy. Well, I love this because I love this particular version of this card because it's got a compass here. There's stairs here, but there's also, I almost feel this energy that you are, look, there's the sword too. Look at that. Look at that. This is a solo journey. You are the lone wolf. You are the leader. Leader of the pack, going up the stairs here. You are following your heart. I have a Cancer here who is following their heart, being optimistic about what's ahead. But can you remain in this? And that is something, well, here's the thing about the Fool. The Fool has a very naive energy here, but it's because they're not afraid. Like they don't have any kind of fears in there. They're just going to go for it, or they just don't see the fears. And there's something here where I feel like there might be a little bit trip of a fall, where you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, it's going to remind you a lot of the past. But I keep hearing for you, it's to, and I've gotten this message before, and I don't think it was for a Cancer sign, but I've been hearing it a lot, just as late as the collective energies. When we fall, when we trip, this is the test here of truly having faith that it is in God's hands, or the universe hand, or spirit hand, however you want to see it. But you have, honestly, you have 3 major arcana here coming up, and probably more in your extended. But I feel like you have to be okay with tripping and falling, and knowing that you are safe regardless. So, can you be optimistic? This is very pun on words, but this is what your title's going to be, Cancer. And if this resonates with you, you can just go over to harmoniafriends.com and become a member. Don't forget, you get a 7 free day trial, so you can get this free. But and this is the pun of the words I'm getting at, can you be optimistic about this trip? Because there is a trip, and you may be tripping down here, but it's okay. But there's something about a trip, all right? And that's what's coming up for you. Let's move on to Scorpio. Water signs. Let's see what we got here for Scorpio. Scorpio, you are up next. Ooh. Things are getting a little bit heavy on your plate. Ooh, I feel like, honestly, this is the weight of the past. This is about to be relief, though, here. Let's pay attention strongly here to that butterfly that is on the back here, because it's all about transformation. But it looks like there's a rope here that's tied to the butterfly. And even though it may seem heavy, I feel like there's something here about no strings attached for you. And it's time to just take this string off, or this cord off, of letting this get off your back, because I feel like what is holding you down has a lot to do with your fears of your past. And this is something here that is ready to be released for you. And I know we just went through the Virgo full moon, but it just feels like there's this immense need to release for this month's energy for you. Because I think that whatever happens, it can't get any worse or heavier. It's like you hit the threshold. Actually, it reminds me a little bit, I haven't done this in a while, but when I used to do more yoga, okay, it actually reminds me a lot of yin, where this movement here of that you stay in a position longer than you typically would. And what happens when you're in yin, you feel it's the precipice here of stretching. Like this almost feels like the pigeon pose a little bit, even though it's not all the way. But just hear me out. They're using this as a metaphor. Some of you are yogis, so you'll get this. You'll be like, oh, this is me. There's a point when you're in a move where you feel an immense amount of pain, and you are forced upon to go within and focus on that pain. And as you focus on it, and as you give it love, as you give it in with your breath, that's when there is this release. It's just not there. And you are about to release something very big that has been weighing you down. You are moving through the pain, My Scorpios, that's what your title is going to be. You are moving through the pain. Good news is it's going to be done. All right, guys, if this resonated for you, like I said, would love to see you at Harmonia Friends. You can get that free trial. If not, this is where we part ways. You guys have a good one and take care.